Hello and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, please subscribe if you enjoy this video. Our videos are not a diagnosis. We are simply speaking our opinions, not facts.
Hey guys, so welcome to my video, which would be day 4, November 6th of 100 Days of Wayne, and this happened. I ate this whole thing.
I don't understand.
12 servings per container. It's like 1,700 calories for that whole thing. And it's most definitely not keto in any sort of way. Like, I am extremely mad at myself. I have so many thoughts right now, and they're just all jumbled, and they stay jumbled. No matter how much I journal, no matter how much I go to therapy, talk to my psychologist, no matter how much medicine I take or don't take, it's like, I'm afraid that I'm going to be that one person who just doesn't heal from this eating disorder.
Overweight and obesity are the 5th leading risk for global deaths. At least 2.8 million adults die each year as a result of being overweight or obese.
Narcissists believe that they are unique and special. They can only be understood by other special people as they believe the average person just doesn't get it. They are too good for anything average or ordinary. Amber considers the thought that she is going to be the one person that doesn't recover from overeating, yet nearly 3 million people die a year with her lifestyle. There is nothing unique or special about Amber's situation. Sadly, it is a highly common occurrence. But to Amber, she deems herself to be so extra unique, a medical mystery, and she is the only person who cannot overcome gluttony. While in reality, she is one in a sea worth of other individuals who suffer from overeating who don't recover.
So I was enjoying keto in the beginning, like the first week, I will say. And then I started noticing like I was just feeling super sick. Not in the sense of like keto flu, because this was all about my gallbladder, which, oh boy, I knew wasn't a good idea. I always knew that keto was not a good idea if you have gallstones. It just felt like the main source of food I was getting was protein and fat, which is what keto is. And it was making my gallbladder hurt really bad, and I was feeling really sick. And this is going to be TMI, so I'm just saying TMI. I started having like really bad, like greasy. I ended up calling my doctor, and thankfully I was able to speak to them because I needed like reassurance that it's going to be okay. I needed something, and there wasn't any, unfortunately. They said that I shouldn't do keto. So this is what I am currently, as a human being, experiencing, okay? And I need people to take away the fact that I am Amberlynn Reid, because I know a lot of people just are biased based on that. Like, I have a lymphedema specialist telling me what diet to eat. I have my doctor telling me not to do that diet. And I have my psychologist from a binge eating disorder clinic telling me not to diet at all, because I need to heal and I need to stop relapsing with this binge eating disorder. So I have 3 specialists, 1, 2, 3, who are all very freaking smart, intelligent, kind, patient. They truly care, and they all have their own, advice and what they think is right. And all of them say something different. I don't know what to do.
When Amber briefly dipped her toes into outpatient, her viewers were encouraging her and praising the steps she was taking in getting help for her binge eating disorder. Amber needs to recover from her binge eating disorder before being able to make attempts in losing weight. This time last year, Amber weighed roughly 508 pounds.
It wasn't pretty. November 7th, I weighed in at 508.8.
Cut to a whole year later, and she is currently weighing in at 497 pounds.
I did gain weight, obviously. 497.4.
Meaning that in an entire year, she has had a whole 11-pound success. Amber quit outpatient because they weren't focused on dieting at such an early stage of her recovery. Fast forward a whole year, and she is at the same weight, quit outpatient, yet never lost the weight. The weight that she did lose, she quickly put back on, just like usual. If she had stayed focused on binge eating recovery, instead of quitting, perhaps she wouldn't be at the same weight. But narcissists always deem themselves to know best, even when it comes to discussing health with professionals. Oftentimes, narcissists do not in fact know best, regardless of their beliefs, which we see here in Amber's stagnant journey.
So I'm just finding myself to be, like, I want to listen to health professionals. You guys tell me to do so. I know I need to do so, but who? Who? Which one? Because I don't know. I am so confused. Obviously, clearly, Ozempic and keto did not work because of gallstones. And it's like, my gallbladder doesn't have the option of being taken out yet because it has to be infected. Any doctor I've talked to, I've seen a surgeon, even my doctor now, 9 times out of 10, your gallbladder has to be running on very low. It has to be like very ineffective before they'll take it out. Plus my weight plays a big role in like why they aren't prompted to do surgery,
What BMI is too high for anesthesia? The ideal range for BMI is from 20 to 25. A BMI over 25 is termed as being overweight, and over 30 is termed as being obese. There can be a higher risk of surgical and anesthetic complications if you have a BMI over 30.
Forgive me if I am wrong, but I was under the impression that if gallstones are impacting your life, it is suggested to have them removed. Repeated attacks of gallstones lead to the suggestion of a gallbladder removal. It's not a surgery they rush into, but it is very common. The gallbladder doesn't have to be infected before removal is suggested. It's suggested after repeated gallstone attacks. I could be wrong, but that is what I have gathered from learning from other people's experiences. Which leads me to think that the main reason surgeons aren't keen on operating on Amber is because of her weight. The recommended BMI for surgery is 20 to 25. I made a rough BMI calculation for Amber, which may not be accurate, and it worked out at 92.5, which is over 4 times larger than the recommended BMI for receiving surgery or anesthetic. During Amber's last surgery for her hysterectomy, the surgeon said that she had stopped breathing, and that he believed her to have sleep apnea, which Amber later denied. I believe this to be the main reason as to why it is not possible for her to have the gallbladder removed. She has had gallstones for many years now, and will continue to do so until her BMI is vastly lowered, or her gallbladder becomes infected, and removal might be the only option, which could potentially be very dangerous for Amber in her current situation. Unfortunately, this is another journey that has been put on freeze due to Amber's weight. Another situation type deal that she has to wait for until weight loss is achieved. Gallstones are extremely painful. I wouldn't wish them on anybody, so knowing that Amber is rather stuck with them makes me shudder.
So it's just like a lot of different things. Why is everything working against me when I'm trying so hard to do everything that I'm told? Why is everything working against me?
Nope. I don't think you want any help. I think you want to have a little pity party.
Like, I can blame myself for the last 30 years of my life. And I will blame myself for the last 30 years of my life. But I can't blame myself now because I am doing everything that the doctors are telling me to do, that the professionals are telling me to do, and I just feel so lost.
Yeah, I think Annie wants a little pity party.
Hardy.
Amber states that she is trying to do what the professionals are telling her to do, which just isn't true. If it were, she would have stuck with outpatient, or even taken her risk to life seriously, and entered inpatient, and tackled her binge eating disorder with some determination. Then later, when recovery is taking place, weight loss could have been a focus then. Binging and overeating is the main reason as to why she is only down 11 pounds in a year, because she never tackled the main problem. If she had tackled her binge eating and overeating, natural weight loss would have happened without her having to diet. Instead, she entered new weight loss journeys, tried more 100-day trials, and ended up right back where she started, with the cycle only continuing. Narcissists are known to hold themselves in such high regard that everyone else is beneath them. Mistakes they make do not receive accountability. Blame is shifted and nothing changes.
I feel so scared. I feel hopeless. I feel defeated. I really, really, truly don't know what to do anymore. And a lot of people can look at this and be like, it's so simple, just count your calories. For someone with binge eating disorder, it's truly not that easy. Binge eating disorder is a disorder, like a chemical disorder in your brain. Your brain is functioning differently as a normal human. This isn't something that I just choose to be. I know a lot of people heal from this. I get that all the time. You know, if I can do it, you can do it type thing. Or if like, why can't you do it? I did it. Like, I hate when people say that. Like, everyone is different. Everyone goes through different things.
Narcissists are known to deeply dislike being reminded of their failures. They avoid such topics, shift the blame, dodge accountability, and expects others to follow suit. Amber dislikes it when others cheer her on, offer her support, and share their own success stories, and that is because it is not about Amber's success. Amber lectures her viewers to offer more support, and when they do, it is still not good enough.
I turn to food. I can't just eat one. I can't just eat two. Two is a serving. I'm sure people are like, why did you have these in your house? Well, I had them in my house because I bought them.
My capacity for self-sabotage wasn't boundless after all.
Because during my rage of just wanting to binge and overeat, I buy things that I shouldn't.
The fact that Amber brings such unhealthy products into her house, while in the same breath declares she wants to lose weight, proves that they are only words. She wants to lose the weight, but still overeat on junk, which just isn't possible. And until Amber receives treatment for her eating habits, she will continue to repeat the same behavior. It never fails to shock me that she is on a weight loss journey, yet brings such things as ice cream and cookies into the house. She is her own worst enemy.
I posted a TikTok actually last night. I was kind of just like depicting what I go through right before I binge. It's kind of emotional, but I just wanted to make people feel less alone because I know there's people out there who also struggle. And last night I felt really alone. I felt so alone. And I was like, I don't want no one else to feel that way.
There was major backlash over her TikTok, which resulted in her account being removed for a short time. It was distasteful and attention-seeking. I can't imagine that if someone had a drug addiction and started sniffing on camera and said how hard relapse is, that it would be taken well either. Very different to a food addiction, but triggering videos showcasing relapse, regardless of the drug of choice, is rather offensive, especially on a platform where children frequent. If Amber was even half as embarrassed as she claims to be when it comes to binging, then I can't imagine such a TikTok would have been made and posted by her.
So regarding keto, I obviously am no longer doing keto, and I know that's going to let down a lot of people, but my question to the people, like truly, I will read the comments. I will read the comments under this video. I want to know from you, the people who are disappointed that I stopped keto, the people who are let down that I stopped keto. My question for you is, why are you let down / disappointed by something that my doctor clearly said I should not do because I have gallstones?
No one cares!
Like, this isn't a choice. I just want people to look more clearly into their thoughts. Are you let down because you want to be let down for entertainment reasons, which I know some of you are?
Sure.
And then the portion of you who do care about me and my journey, what do you guys advise that I should do? And yes, I'm asking you guys for advice because I am receiving advice from all these professionals, but they're all different. I just want to hear what you guys think because right now I'm just really, really confused and I feel defeated. Yeah, I feel really defeated.
It doesn't matter what her viewers say or suggest, she will still do her own thing. For example, I may suggest to stop bringing cookies into the house because it tempts a binge, but I know she will still purchase them and other such items. Narcissists are known to struggle with taking on advice. This is because they believe themselves to know better than anyone, and that includes professionals.
So my steps forward is I am going to keep a food journal, like a physical food journal, and I'm going to write down everything that I eat. I am not going to count calories because that is exactly what my psychologist says do not do. So that can help with my binge eating. But I am going to be intuitive in what I am eating based on the amount that I'm eating, which is going to help with weight loss, obviously. And then I'm going to drink more water and try to have more movement in my day, like walking and things like that. As for my weigh-in today, I did gain weight, obviously. 497.4, so that's not fun at all. And I decided in my little poster that on days that I binge, I am going to write, after my weigh-in, I'm going to write that I binged with a little arrow showing that I binged the night before or the day before, just so I can see based on how my weight fluctuates or whatever it may be. You guys, keto was probably one of the worst ideas for someone with binge eating, and I kind of regret ever doing it, to be honest. I'm having the worst heartburn right now. I binged again. I did. I'm having a very abnormally hard time with my binging lately. I don't know what's up, and this is the heaviest I've weighed in months. But I had a vlog up where I was trying keto ice cream, and people were like, how do you expect not to binge by, having ice cream in your house, da da da. I'm currently at a time in my eating disorder journey, for the lack of a better word, where it's not the ice cream. I am not addicted to ice cream. I'm addicted to food. Ice cream triggers me just as much as broccoli. Broccoli triggers me just as much as a slushie. A slushie triggers me just as much as a pie. A pie triggers me just as much as green beans. Food is food. Food is triggering. And as a human, I have to eat. And I'm having a rough time.
Amber really can't hear herself and the ridiculous things she says. I believe that ice cream is just as triggering as broccoli to her, as she does have an overeating problem. Food is food.
Sure.
But, and it is a very large but, if the ice cream, cookies, sweets, etc. weren't in the house, and only healthy food were there, then if a binge takes place, then healthy foods would be binged on, and the impact would be far less damaging. It's not rocket science to not bring junk into the house if you are a binger who wants help. Help yourself. Amber self-sabotages on a level that is incomprehensible. I know she deeply craves junk food, but when you are feeling a binge coming on, have your food storage prepared for the cravings, and binge on healthier options. If junk food is more important than life, then you do you girl. But don't state that ice cream is just as dangerous for you to have in your house as broccoli. Let's take a look at some of Amber's comments before we leave the situation type deal. Pandemics, economy crashed, climate change, wars, natural disasters. No matter what happens, the one thing in life that's guaranteed is that Amberlynn will never change. This is just proof no matter how supportive your partner is, you will always be who you've always been. You very much are like a lot of people on my 600-pound life. I wish you would just say this is who I am and I don't want to change. I like how things are. I think people would respect you if you did that. Asking why is everything working against me is entirely the mindset that's gotten you where you are now. You're not a perpetual victim, and you're entirely in control of where you go from here. The answer is simple: inpatient treatment. But you'll never do that because you'll never fully give up control. So keto is not okay because of your gallstones, but a whole pack of cookies, ice cream, and constant takeout is fine. Girl, nothing works for you because you don't want it to. Girl, just be honest. You're happy and comfortable weighing 500 pounds. You don't want professional help and will most likely never get any. May another cycle begin. The mental gymnastics you play with yourself are truly mind-blowing. You make things a million times more complicated than they need to be. Girl, when people tell you not to have the ice cream in the house, it's because binging on that is different than binging on broccoli. It is very hard to binge on enough broccoli to cause yourself real problems. Binging on a lot of sugar specifically is horrible for every part of your body. The more you create those giant blood sugar spikes, the more hungry you're going to feel. Please don't act like you don't understand this. Keeping chocolate chip cookies and several different tubs of ice cream in the house, for example, is akin to an alcoholic keeping a bottle of whiskey when they're trying to quit. If you have a narcissist in your life, then please reach out to the correct sources. Seek out help with the people that you trust. If you are suffering from an eating disorder, then know that it doesn't have to hold you captive forever. Talk with professionals and know that you deserve happiness and health. Thanks for watching our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, stay safe.